Hey, have you ever walked into a room and felt like everyone else just had it together? Like they all knew exactly what they were doing while you were stuck wondering, why don't I feel like that? Yeah, me too. But here's the thing. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's not reserved for the naturally outgoing or the super accomplished. Confidence is a mindset, and there's one simple shift, just one, that can instantly make you feel more confident. And trust me, it's easier than you think. By the time this video's over, you're going to look at yourself and the world around you in a completely different way. So, grab a coffee, get comfy, and let's chat about the mental shift that could transform your life. Alright, so let's start with what most people think confidence is. We often think confidence is about having all the answers, being perfect, or being the loudest, most charismatic person in the room. But that's a total myth. You know what confidence really is? It's believing that you are enough, exactly as you are, without needing to prove it to anyone. But here's the catch. Most of us don't believe we're enough. Instead, we fall into this trap of comparing ourselves to everyone else. Like, oh, she's so much prettier, she must be confident. Or he's so successful, I bet he never doubts himself. And you know what that does? It puts you in this constant loop of feeling like you're not good enough. It's exhausting, right? Here's where the shift comes in. What if I told you confidence has nothing to do with other people? Confidence isn't about how people see you, it's about how you see yourself. Let me say that again. Confidence is about how you see yourself. When you stop basing your self-worth on what other people think or what you think they think, it's like flipping a switch in your brain. Suddenly, you're not trying to live up to anyone else's expectations. You're just showing up as you. Let me give you an example. I used to be so nervous about public speaking. Like I would rehearse 1,000,000 times, obsess over every little word, and still feel like I was going to mess up. And why? Because I was so focused on what people would think of me. What if I sound stupid? What if they don't like me? But then one day I had this realization. Why am I giving all these strangers so much power over how I feel about myself? I mean, think about it. Half the time, people are too busy thinking about their own lives to even notice the little things we obsess over. The moment I stopped worrying about what they thought and started focusing on delivering my message, on just being me, that's when the nerves started to disappear. And the crazy thing? People actually responded better. Because when you're authentic, people can feel it. Here's why this mental shift is so powerful. When you stop chasing confidence and start choosing it, you take back control. Confidence isn't about being fearless. It's about showing up even when you're scared and saying, you know what? I'm good enough just as I am. And when you believe you're enough, you stop needing other people to validate you. That's when the magic happens. You walk into a room, and it doesn't matter if you're the smartest, the funniest, or the most accomplished. You're just you. And that's enough. Okay, so I know what you're thinking. This all sounds great, but how do I actually do it? Here are a few things that worked for me. 1. Catch your inner critic. Start paying attention to the way you talk to yourself. When you catch that little voice saying, you're not good enough, ask yourself, says who? Most of the time, that critic is just fear talking, and fear is a liar. 2. Celebrate your wins. We're so quick to focus on what we've done wrong, but what about the stuff you've done right? Start keeping track of your wins, no matter how small. Made someone smile today? That's a win. Got out of bed even though you didn't feel like it? Huge win. Confidence grows when you remind yourself of what you're capable of. 3. Act as if. Here's a little trick. Act as if you're already confident. Even if you're shaking in your boots, stand tall, make eye contact, and smile. Your brain doesn't know the difference between real confidence and practice confidence. It just knows you're doing the thing. And the more you do it, the more natural it feels. The best part about this mental shift? It doesn't just make you feel more confident. It changes the way you show up in every area of your life. When you stop seeking validation from others, you become more authentic. You start making choices that align with who you really are, not who you think the world wants you to be. And when you're authentic, people are drawn to you. Because deep down, everyone's searching for that kind of self-assuredness, and you become a reminder that it's possible. Let me leave you with this. I had a friend who used to be so insecure about her art. She'd hide her paintings away, terrified someone would judge her. One day I said to her, "Why are you letting people who've never picked up a paintbrush decide if you're good enough?" That hit her hard. She started sharing her work, not because she suddenly stopped being scared, but because she realized her fear wasn't worth holding back her passion. And you know what? People loved her art. But more importantly, she started loving it too. So, here's my challenge for you. Stop waiting for someone else to give you permission to feel confident. Decide, right now, that you're enough, because you are. If this video resonated with you, I want you to take one small action today. Maybe it's speaking up in a meeting, wearing that outfit you've been too scared to try, or even just looking in the mirror and saying, "I'm enough." And hey, if you found this helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this with someone who needs a little confidence boost. Let's spread this message far and wide, because the world needs more people who believe in themselves. Thanks for hanging out with me today. You've got this, and I'll see you in the next video.